Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once more to Ground Falls. Yeah, we are not starting this episode in a beta, nope, we're starting here where things are not as glorious as I would like them to be, and we need to do something of this. Of course, Ron wants his usual money there again, and by the way, I want your like, so if you support these videos, if you enjoy them, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, in this case here, we do have the rides and the fires going on, so that's actually two things in combination. Some of you have already been pointing out in the comments as well that I'm using some items in particular that are boosting the ride chance and the fire chance. It is only though affecting the buildings in the surrounding area of it, right, of the respective town center. So for this one here, we do have the chance of rides reduction of 20%, and then the chance of a ride increase again of 20%. So this is only a 20% increase of rides here. So 20% increase would not cause widespread rides. It's of course a combination of also using the heist propaganda. So once again, also some of you have been asking if I'm not using the newspaper anymore. I do. Probably should have pointed this out. I'm using my reduction bonus and my attack speed bonus that we have out of that, and I'm actually putting it to auto-publish. You can do this and the newspaper will always just auto-publish in the background. There's no reason for me anymore to fiddle around with this, right? This is my end game setting more or less that I'm keeping here, having a nice attack power, because this not only affects my ships, the attack speed increase, it also affects my turrets, which is just amazing. 30% increase for that, and then also a whopping 20% and a whopping 30% reduction in consumption to also make it a bit easier on my industry. All of this combined, yeah, leads to a rather healthy economy, I think, of course at the cost of influence. So in this case here, we always need to watch out for new adjustments that we might need to do, and then I can just turn off the auto publishing again. Now, these guys here, they want something. Let's actually go ahead with the big police station there again. And we also have we have one big fire station. I would actually like to implement a second big fire station now. Yeah, they are expensive, but holy cow, they're also effective at what they do. And let's just see where we might want to have one of these new buggers here. Yeah, probably not here. I mean, that would be a good location here, but don't forget, we also will need space for our central station. And I can really see that I'm using way too much space there anyway for that. So yeah, that's that. Might be thinking about this block here. It's a bit too central, and we can just move in the fire station here, get us a nice juicy road in between. Probably also something just here along the path. I'm thinking about some flower beds there or whatever. And in this case here, you have then the fire station also supporting all of this. Don't forget, they have an increasingly big radius, right? So actually rather big all the way up to this point here. And I think we also have some overlap then somewhere here for the town center. Yeah, that's going to be quite a bit of work still ahead, though it's, well, big buildings, so they can take a lot of damage before they crumble. And in this, I'm not too much worried. Worried I should be about those engineers, because they would leave me soon if I don't add them a road connection. So I still need them somewhere else, and there you go. Also here in the center. Finally, also we got the first oil tankers coming out, in this case here Aeon, and of course we want to use this right away for my latest oil delivery now, so we can create a new oil route for this one. And of course it goes from Crown Falls to Tomasi. Down here we had it, and there's already some 200 tons of oil waiting for this one. There you go. And let's also sign it. New world to Trelawney, a new trade route in effect. This should alleviate some of my oil problems that we have right now, as that's really something that's bothering me. Now, what's also bothering me is not only the size of the rides that are growing, also it is the influence that we have. And influence, it is, we need more investors. We have 6,000 engineers, so we can actually go ahead and upgrade a few more people here especially. But we will not be able to fiddle our way around the another power plant that much longer, right? So I'm actually going to upgrade more people here to artisans so that we can push them to engineers soon. And then we have this whole area here for me, surprisingly enough. Oh, yeah, no oil in, because we should be able actually to upgrade all of them. And then I have another power plant planned for this area. So we have lots of artisans here that we can already push as well to the next level, right? And yeah, let's also push a few more workers. And yes, this increases my worker deficit, but you know, I thrive under pressure, and the higher that deficit, the more likely it is that I solve this problem sooner. So there was the 1,000. And in this case here, we still have some farmers up here we can upgrade. And do we have an Asterix? Asterix, you're looking not so healthy, Asterix. We also have Canton over here that needs some workload, but that would be it. There is no commute pier at the moment, so this is the only place where we have the commute pier. The other ones are not really connected to this. So Asterix it is. We want to continue with a bit more expansion for this city. In this case, yeah, it can definitely look beautiful here, right? Especially with that cliff up here. If we integrate that into the city, we can definitely make something out of it that will look fantastic. The only thing I really need here is the workloads, and I'm going to take them from Crown Falls. I think we should. Yeah, we're totally capped. We do have some kind of trade routes going between them, right? Some ominous trade routes here. It's my grain. Let's assign another ship to the grain trade route. Why not? Super important to get the grain over. It's 6 slots that this one needs, right? And we're going with 5 slots, and then it's workloads in Crown Falls that we also deliver then to Asterix. This should be a lot. There is, however, right now one ship leaving port with lots of grain on it. There it is. And you know what? Let's just throw it overboard, because Crown Falls is completely stuffed with grain anyway, so it doesn't matter, honestly. A second ship actually just increases that volume now. 26 influence we have. Yes. Now we can wait for the oil to come in. Let's actually go back to Embesa. My island still exists. That's great. And we have the influence now to build us a few more flamethrowers. Yeah, let's go ahead with 3 more. And blueprint a 4th one, right? That we can also build. Very good. The defense is growing. Perfect. Perfect. This city here is not going anywhere anymore, right? So we're definitely going to keep it from now on. By the way, here is then the perfect place for a fire station. We should also now really work on some of those main missions, because I would like to unlock me these scholars next. And Emperor Katima asks that you help protect the people of Tabrim from the ravages of fire by connecting a fire station to the water canals. And for this we actually do need first a water pump for the fire station. So there's the fire station, and let's just make sure that, yeah, it's a good range, right? Especially since these roads are not upgraded yet. I would like to go with the lower area though, because then we can take all of these in, right? And then we just need a water pump with a bit of a canal going then to that fire station. Let's actually go here. That's fine. And we can use this whole area for more farmland if we want, or for more city building. I don't know right now. That's how it is. In this case, that solves one problem. Very good. And he also wants me to make a photo of an old world trade building. And yeah, I think we can take our main city here. He could be quite surprised by how it looks. There it is. Flabbergasted. What kind of cities we built. And he's certainly interested in all of this. Gives me the next quest then right away. To talk to him in the old world, about the old world. So no empire is built upon a single thing, but what would you say is the old world's greatest legacy? Cultural impact, industrial prowess, and economic growth. Yeah, tall cities, then vast, prosperous, and beautiful. And if one cities are too excessive in scale, one can lose too much of a romantic. Access to every comfort and convenience. And what do you like as a position as an architect builder? And becoming a master builder, governing my people. Yeah. A populist or as a noble that you're concerned for your people is genuine. Either way, I have a gift. And sail to his lighthouse to receive that gift. Where do we have a bit of space? This one has it. Let's go for it. My people here are not particularly happy. I think we can actually tone down now some of my productions again, right? We still have the mud bricks. That's way too high. And it's totally unnecessary at this point, since we don't need to boost that much anymore. And I probably could also go ahead with reducing it for clay and the TEF as well, right? No more working boosts. And the elders are still a bit unhappy, but it's not super unhappy. One thing we could do to make them happy is adding the monastery. This gives them some happiness again. So yeah, let's go ahead and put the monastery somewhere here. Nice building, has a huge range to it as well. Going to make a bit of an entrance here in the back and a bit of an entrance here in the front. And yeah, this is actually taking in most of this area here already, especially when we upgrade that. Very good. Just wait for that ship to get over there. And how's my consumption rates looking anyway for this? Totally fine. Milk perhaps a bit, but other than that, we can safely go ahead and expand Tabrim there a bit more if I want to. Can we do this? Awesome. And then we have this double road going in here, or we actually could also make it so that this road goes to this area. No, we can't do that anymore. Let's get the item. Where is it? Elder Selassie. All Ambition residents gain happiness of +7 and reduce their consumption of dried meat. That's just perfect. Now we get the researcher quest, finally, Binyam's Vision. So this guy here, he basically wants to build a research institute. And for this, we need to shop around the research institute with some proposals that we need. So proposal number 1, we do get here. The history of Vahadesha. There it is, sorry. That's the one. Still doesn't look like it, right? Let's have a look at the next one. That's also not it. This is the one, of course. As if I've drawn it myself. We have the Research Institute, and with that we can now build it in the old world. Also dried meat. This is the next one we should finish here easily. And also we need to, once again, also solve this problem here, right? Where we have those towers here. And honestly, I've done this riddle so many times and I still don't remember the order of what we need to do it. So it's something like the zebra, then the hyena, then the hippo. I hope this works now. Then the cheetah. And last but not least, we should also go for the lion. So up here is the lion tower. We can click on that and then we have solved the order again. Next we need to renovate his island a bit. Let's just have a look. Getting rid of the rubble here. Also of those trees over there. And also of those trees at the docks there. To make this area more lively again. And then we also need to sing the hymns of the goats. Domi Sotila. And we basically also need to click this one here again. There you go. Also completed. That was an absolutely lovely song.
So he is finally come. All things set. It was but a matter of time.
Maintain the position Her Majesty set out in her letter. Use any means at hand to achieve the necessary result. A personal failure would be unacceptable. I swore to myself I'd never return. Swore it. But how? You? And why are you here? Ah, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Her Majesty has no qualms with free traders. But please, no politicking here. For the Crown has a vested interest in Imbeza.
Let it not be said a guest was made to feel unwelcome in Imbeza, regardless of his bearing. Let him settle. So long as it is not on our land, we shall refrain for the time being and observe.
Troubled time.
Oh, Archie, you sexy face. You're in for something. Nice twists there, and also finding his ultimate lover girl. So he's also now in the area here, and we need to sail to his lighthouse first. I think it's down here. While we sail, we should continue also with some development in the new world. So Tomasi, as we know, does need a bit of workforce for the obreros. So we're going to provide that. And I might also just add me a few more buildings here. It's a really cool island, by the way. So those people are very much surrounded by the ocean. And when you're looking closely, you can also see all these ships flying around. So it's nice town, really. Just have a look up here. And there's then all the big warships passing by on this fine day. No battles at the moment, hopefully. As we can just enjoy our day. Very good. With that, yeah, it's coming in, right? So it's just a matter of time now before they want to level up. Even though 25 is really not that much. So we are actually working at 200% efficiency here. This one needs to be renovated again. Why was it destroyed in the first place? Who is to blame for this? Let's actually go in and create or build a small fire station for these guys. Somewhere over here, right? Because they might not be too happy about the remote location. I'm not going to boost them though, because that would just increase the right chance, and that is something I can't afford right now. To also tackle this island here from time to time. Let's just wait a second here for this to be finished. And after a bit of time, there you go, we can finally upgrade a few. But let's really just go with a few of them. That's already 20. We should have a bit of a surplus there, because of course they're going to run out of ripe plantains and stuff like that. Eventually, right? And then we definitely want to have a bit of a surplus. So this is looking fine to me. And with that, we can leave it behind, right? Boosting a bit the oil output there and having a bit of oil stored as well. Has there already been a tanker going out? Yeah, there it is, Tomasi, getting 300 tons out. So this is going to be the first delivery from it, and this will hopefully fix my oil supply issues that we have right now in Crown Falls.
What wind bears him ashore.
We continue back in Africa, in Besa.
Splendid. Come now, take me to this Katima.
And let's organize a meeting between RG and Katima.
But communications in this land seem haphazard.
A meeting? Very well. Although I fear I know the outcome, let us nonetheless be civil and prepare a no banquet hall.
First of all, though, we need to deliver tapestries and dried meat. Now, dried meat we already have, so this is for the banquet. And in this case, tapestries is the new production that we should work for, which is a nice coincidence because we don't need it as well for my elders to make them a bit happier and also have them pay more coin for us. So in this case here, let's just check it out where we do have it. For this, however, we do need indigo, and we don't have that. Problem is, you need fertility for this. We have one more island down here with indigo fertility available to us. However, yeah, we know the political problems that we have in Mbesa right now. There's also another island up here, but it's a bit further away. So choosing one of these here is paramount. We will not be able to protect it though, right? So if I want to do this, we probably will need to add more ships to Mbesa here to make sure she does not attack. I can't see any other way of doing this. We could try and purchase some indigo from Katima. He's not selling it though, so that's not going to work out. For now, let's be happy with building the monastery. That's something we have now finished, and that should increase the happiness. There you go, with the elders being now neutral at least. And it's also a lovely building, of course, adding some decoration to that. Don't have really the best decorations available there in Mbesa, but it's going to be something at least. And also some trees we could add right here. Alright. Yeah, conquering it. We could actually settle there, let it get conquered and conquer it back again, and then work on the 30 minutes, right? So at least this way we don't have to waste that much time. The only thing I might lose is a bit of wanted timber, but we have enough of that. And yeah, let's also take some mud bricks there with us, but not much. Let's get down there immediately. There would be a potential water pump right away for my indigo that we need. And it's not really an ideal island, honestly. This one up here is much better, especially for farming. But we don't have an option, right? Going up here is just out of the question. It's too far away. Whereas here, I can still send some ships over there from time to time. Let's actually get them over and just see how she reacts to this. if she would attack my Bismarcks, that would be something. Oh, 12 influence. Really? We do need 12 influence? Let's head back to Crown Falls, where we do need more investors. Something that is actually doable right now. Very good. Because these people up here have received their oil. And I can actually do this now. There you go. Right. That's a nice bump. Holy moly. 96 we have. A few more here perhaps. And these guys here. With that we're sitting at 118 again. Why is that refinery exploding again? We just rebuilt it. What is going on in this area, right? The fire chance is also actually just moderate. Exploding the second time in a row. That's just rude. Alright, that's lovely though. Pretty sure we're out of oil again, yes. So we just used this at the right moment. By the way, the workload should be in at this point. So we can, yes, also upgrade the first people here in Asterix. That's something we absolutely should be doing to get my worker population up there again. Now, what's going on here? That's my coffee trader that is being harassed right now. We do have, however, some ships close by. Let's just get over there. And my main fleet is also sitting somewhere here, so there's no reason why any of my ships should get annoyed by this witch, by this hag. It's not a witch, it's a hag. Alright, we do need some steel beams there again. This is a problem. We don't have steel beams, nor do I have an automatic trade route for the steel beams in. Let's just check it out. The coffee trader is out of the question for me. We have the rum. We have the schnapps to Manola, right? This trade route here, that is something we could use for it, right? Because we still have room here, and we will need steel beams quite a few times in the future. So let's actually just implement this so that we get this over to Manola as well. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. A few more upgrades in Asterix will do nicely. And with that, we have a rather nicely balanced worker population again that can do the job. Perfect. So this one continues. Let's actually also change the skin of some of them again. Make it a bit darker. For me, a bit more realistic. There you go. And actually, we lost a building. Look at that. I'm surprised at this. Firefighters weren't as fast as I would hoped them to be. Now, with the influence we have, we can now settle on this island. There you go. Dehan Hidero, it's called. And yeah, let's just stick around here for a while. Get a bit closer to the water pump there. We do need a smaller village here. Right, for the few people living there. It's really just a small farmer village that we're going to build here. Not investing too much time and effort, because you never know how long you actually keep this one. And yeah, they might also get a musician's court somewhere here in the center. And I'd be surprised if she doesn't attack this one. Right, so the ship is safe here. The Bismarcks are always safe because we can always just activate the white flag again if I see there's too much coming. And that's that. Get back home again, get us some monster timber, and then start building those indigo farms. That's the major thing. For the tapestry, anything else we need? Well, it's actually also more linseed and linen production. We do have some more here. Let's build those two. And that's another linen mill. So with that, we would have a production of 2 tapestries per minute. The demand is 1. So yeah, with 1 we can actually solve it, but we should calculate 2 in at this point. So why not just build the 3rd farm here as well? And with that, let's also build us some 2 more linen mills just here. There you go. We can actually activate that one. Right, no props. And with that, we would have then everything ready for the tapestry looms. I'm going to have them, yeah, somewhere up here. As I said, 2 is probably the maximum we need, but let's just make a block of 4 just to play it safe. And another warehouse then up there as well. Still need this whole area then for my industry. Now, in this case, there is my wanted timber. Yeah, let's just get 100 tons over, right? Doesn't matter. And every ton of indigo that we get is a win for us. And you know what? It's problematic sending the fleet over. We could risk it. I can leave a small attack force behind those ships here and those ships here. Is enough. It's of course not enough, but it's only for a short time, right? Because we need to kind of like crush this fleet here somehow. And the rest we're probably sending over to Enbesa. Those together with the Bismarck should do something nicely, right? So let's actually do this. The question is, where should they enter? They probably should enter to Little Clarence. And then we can... Yeah, this will be a clash, right? They will actually get attacked before they can reach the safe area. Little Clarence it is. I would still like to risk it, honestly. Stick to the southern side. We need to be super careful about this. And I closely need to monitor when they enter, right? These ships here stay behind. For attacking some smaller ships by Miss Hunt. Actually, she is, yeah, doing something here, so we could blockade her again. That's actually not that easy. Let's just stick around here somewhere, and this is now moving, right? I want to resolve the issue there somehow pretty soon. Let's get the Wanza timber off the board, and actually I would like to start with this water pump here in the background. Because that should be much easier to build on, right? So we have this whole area here available for farming. Let's get the bridge over. Get the water pump activated. And then with the water pump also the canals that we have then over here. So let's just make sure that we can take in as much space as possible with these canals. There's already the area here, so we kind of like merge together with that. That's 4. We need 4 tiles because you can actually make 4 tiles work, so you can save on some canals there. This is looking good. I think with one pump we can actually, yeah, we can actually make the whole area here working for us. There you go. Right, that's just the Miss Hunt ship entering. Trelawney again over here. No big deal. There's the water flowing now. And with that, we can also now have our indigo production up and running. Let's just get us a few warehouses out. Right, probably another one over here, probably at the other end of the whole thing. And then we just connect them here as well. Let's try to keep the warehouses away as far as possible. Something like that. And with that, let's just have a look. We do need, as a maximum, 4 right now. But that's already the maximum, right? Let's have 1 here, 2, and let's just add their fields to it. Okay, here we definitely need to get rid of the canal a bit if I want to use more fields. Something like that. There you go. That's already 3, and that means 1 more here, and we already have almost all the indigo we need, right? Going over here. That's built, and yeah, let's just go ahead. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 20 shepherds that we need for each, so I do need to build a few more shepherds, but not that many more. That should already be enough. Very good. And now, well, all that's left is a trade route that we need. And Garyon is going to do this. And it's going to be the first inner and basin trade route we have between Dehan and Tabram. And it's basically the indigo that we just built. And we're immediately also going to put this one into a new group. Just in Beza. Alright. At this point, I'm fully expecting my fleet to be at there, yeah, in transit over to Anbesa. And once they arrive, we are going to immediately merge them with my Bismarcks so that we have something to show for. I actually continue with a few more buildings here because there's still something else we can do in Dehan, and that is also producing hibiscus, because we're going to need that, those petals, for the hibiscus tea. And that's really important because right now my shepherds are a bit unhappy in Tabrim, and that's because, yeah, they're lacking some goods, some commodities, and the hibiscus tea would already add 12 happiness to them. More than enough. And that's once again down here. Let's just check the total demand that we have then for Tabrim. Can't be that much, it's 2 tons. Yeah, so if we calculate with 4 tons, that's also fine. And that would mean 4 of these plantations I need. That's absolutely realistic to get them in here somehow. And they require a lot of space, right? That's their major problem here for me right now. Here in this area, I cannot squeeze that in, so we're going to make it this way, all the way down, so that we can add another one here, here, and here. That's the 4 that we need. But boy, they really need a lot of fields. I thought it was only 90, but it's 144 right now. That's hurting me a bit. There you go. But it's still fine. It still works. And with that, we have it working. All of this now over here. And let's just adjust the trade route there again to also take in the petals. It's not going to be 200 tons. That's just that. And with that, the only thing we now need is a tea spicer. Also in my industry zone, of course, we have the mud brick production here. Let's actually just blueprint me a few more. Let's build another depot then as well, because, yeah, we do need that. And with that, let's also add then some 4 of these tea spices here. And I will also reserve then this space for something else. Let's actually build the first 2 already, plus the depot. And let's also start with the embroideries up here, that we have them going, the tapestries. Already getting the resources. Lovely. In the meantime, we've also amassed enough resources again to build me yet another flamethrower. There you go. And we can also upgrade the trading post in Tabrim once more. Something really beautiful. And there's also the first indigo coming in now. Also upgrade a few more people. Yeah, very good. The next hole already has petals in it. And with that we get the tea finally in as well. Now, of course, now I need to closely monitor it. The fleet is entering. The fleet is entering. Let's get the Bismarcks. Let's get them over there. And actually, let's equip their white flags right away. We get them safely over there. As the fleet is entering, there they are. We're going to gather at Archie's, have a drink, and then continue onwards. That's the last ones that are entering now. Going to be interesting what she's doing, of course, with that many ships. There's also my Bismarcks getting over there. Fantastic. We've also finished all the prerequisites, and we can now basically continue here with the missions. That is the pick up Kitima's lighthouse, the water pump. First though, I would like to get the resources over, which was the tapestries and the meat. Do we have the tapestries at this point? No, we don't. I'm going to stop consumption of tapestries for now, so that we do get them in faster. Actually, let's continue already. We could just casually also take over this island here while we're at it. Honestly, that would be no big deal. So let's just do it. There's nothing happening here, but it's a good island for the spices, and also it has lots of space. And also, it secures my trade corridor to the old world. That is all very valid. Well, yeah, there you go. Having a bit of a trouble selecting them here right now. What's going on? There you go. She will be attracted by this. Secured. Let's conquer the island. By the way, the newspaper guy is coming in again. I did say auto-publish, did I say? Oh, yes. I think because we clicked on that earlier in this episode, he was actually going for it. Yeah, just totally sent them over there. I'm waiting. That would be a massive mistake on your part.
I see you're exploring yet more islands.
Thank you, Bente. Yes, I'm exploring new islands. Yeah, she's just sending over those. That's making things easier for us, of course. Not her combined forces she sends. Ah, now she turns back. Alright. Let's get over here. I mean, we might also just attack her, honestly. Nah, it's too many ships. We would lose a lot, and I don't want that right now. But we might just keep them here after all, right? They can always then just quickly attack. Alright, at this point we have all the prerequisites. So the tapestry and then also the dried meat. And let's get this over to Fatima. And then also pick up the blueprints here right away. I think she's going to keep those ships around here to defend the island, so she does not have enough attack power just yet. And with that lovely site for now, we are going to leave it be and continue onwards in the next episode with unlocking the research institute, starting our next or our first monument really, and yeah, probably also have some more skirmishes against Miss Hunt. Stay tuned!